Morning. You too, geese. We're thoroughly determined. People are like, oh yeah, the geese go south. Birds fly south for the winter. And I'm like, what about geese? Well, you know where they go for the winter? They go south. But guess what? They're Canadian geese, so they come here. I'm walking ahead of Aaron, but it's not a big deal. He can catch up. Maybe he'll catch up.
Yeah, just because we're in the Northwest doesn't mean we don't have a North.
I was saying that it's pretty much that they're Canadian geese, so they come down here.
Exactly.
Well, it's sort of like someone on, I just know him as Rogue Slayer from Tumblr. I forget what his name actually is because on Kick it's just LM. But he was like, oh, I bet you have fun in the locker room after practice. I was like, the locker room antics have been over-exaggerated amongst society. Pretty much when we're done with practice, you know what we're doing? We're talking about weed and how much our bitches suck. Why weed? I'm like, it's Oregon. Everyone talks about weed. I go, it's also another reason as to why I want to move on to higher levels, because our league doesn't have a drug requirement. I'm not saying that, they're stoned and stupid all the time, but...
You don't need that kind of negativity.
Well, it's not even that level of negativity. It's just... And there are some people, and there's always people that are functional on a drug and not functional on drugs. And I was talking to Willie before we split off into groups, and he's like, dude, I'm getting high right now. And he's still outrunning me. So that's fine. But there are other guys that I know that come in and they're just like, what's up? And I'm like, that's nice. Your body can't metabolize THC very effectively, so you're gonna be running, oh, look at that, you're running really, really slow. I know, I literally, and I'm one of those people that can get really slow on weed. I can also outthink being stoned.
Yeah.
Which is one of the weird things people do not understand. It's like the song, I think I thought myself to death. Well, I can think myself sober. Because I will just think too much.
Yeah.
I can let it rest, but if I start actually thinking about something, I'll become sober. Because my brain's like, we need clarification on this. Fuck, I'm not high anymore. It wouldn't take that long. It takes like 5 minutes to do it. Because I really have to be working the brain, but I can do it. So you guys up at the platform? I just thought about this morning, or just now, if I could, go down and... Why do people ride their bike on the fucking Max platform?
Because they're too cool for rules.
Whatever. And so I was thinking to just go pick up Aaron, because I'm going to be significantly away from home for my conditioning tonight. So, yeah. And I thought, oh, I'd just go down and pick him up. But then I realized I'd be leaving downtown Portland in the rough direction at about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and it's just probably not a good idea, especially on one of the major routes, like I-5 North from 405 merge up that what I call the interstate route through North Portland, and then I-5 south through the Terwilliger curves, and then the Banfield.
Yeah.
Those are the four places, and then the other one is the Hill on 26. Those are the four that are just absolutely...
Yeah, your traffic's gonna be icky anyway.
I know, it was like when I was trying to go out to Roosevelt, it was still kind of during rush hour, it was pre-rush hour sort of thing, but it was still a pain in the butt to get onto 405. The moment I got into 405, I got in the left lane, and it was like I was sailing down 30 at not 30! Of course, the speed limit was 65, so...
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that the speed limit there's 65, and it has lights. Maybe it's 50. Still.
Yeah.
It's sort of like Mill Plain that has a lot of lights, but it's 45 miles an hour. You're just like...
That's reasonable. 45 is the upper end of reasonable for that.
For lights, yeah. Well, it can have lights, just not quick succession lights.
Right.
Like Highway 22 going out to a casino has lights and is 60. But they're lights every 10 miles?
Gotcha.
5 miles?
Yeah.
We can go the width of Vancouver before finding another light. But if Highway 14 had lights, which it did, that's why it's a highway.
Yeah.
SR 500 had lights. Now they've spent a lot of money just getting it over all the streets or under. Oh. Does it go under? No, it goes over every... No, it goes... It's It goes under at St. John's.
Ah.
What?
38. Just checking the time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see a train go by.
I know, it's really weird because I'm used to a couple people getting off that train and then going over there and walking down. It's just like, not that I know who they are. It's just
But you recognize them.
Yeah. And there's like the blonde guy who looks drastically older than I think he actually is. And he gets off the platform, or he gets off the train, fumbles around in his backpack, gets off the platform, lights up a cigarette, walks to his car, waits at his car to finish smoking his cigarette, then gets in his car. And I'm like, even I wasn't that bad with cigarettes. Even if I did smoke, I still noticed behaviors like that. But I will check you guys when I get inside probably. And then I'll get everything good and going. Where you go? Where you go? Here you are. Okay, here comes a train the other way, I think. Are you coming? Are you coming? I can hear you. Oh, I see you now. Bad camera. So this is probably going to be the last time I'm ever going to complain. Not ever. At least about this issue. I'm going to complain about Best Buy. So I'm on there, online chatting, because the shipping department. My store credit can only be used in the store. My batteries that I want to get are not in the store. And the people at the store were like, go online and order it. Can I use store credit? Oh yeah. And the guy's telling me that I cannot. If you checked the availability of the online item, it says there are no local stores and the item cannot be shipped to the store. Yes. I need to sort this one out before I go on a tirade over at the actual Best Buy. So apparently I can use my store credit in the store, as he kept saying over and over and over. But they don't ship the thing that I need, the batteries for this, to the store. So I can't pay for the batteries in store. So I pretty much wrote the guy off as like, blah. However, I'm going to see what sort of manipulations I can do by seeing if I can pay for it in the store, because the store credit can only be used with this register. And see if they can ship it to my house or ship it to the store. But still pay through the store. Something like that. Huh. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. And then I gotta get home and do all the various stuff with this video before I go to my conditioning session at 5:30. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. We'll have like a yes or a no here in just a second. Success. It worked. Yay. They're shipping it to the store. They're shipping it to my house. And yeah. All right, Jamie. I have $68.06 left on it. Lord knows what I'm going to do. Probably just going to buy a PS4 controller, because I'm not waiting until like August when the Madden game comes out. I'm not holding onto this card unless I cannot validate buying a second controller for a while. But yeah. Anyways, I will chat with you guys tomorrow. One Take Friday. Don't know what I'm doing. No idea. As per typical.